Fans and experts alike have been trying to pinpoint how the Boston Celtics were able to thwart the high-powered Philadelphia 76ers offense ever since their 117-101 victory in Game 1 on Monday night, as well as what the win means moving forward. The Sixers lost because of rust, the Celtics got lucky because Philly couldn't make a three-pointer and Terry Rozier couldn't miss. There's no way that happens again. More from Sir Charles in charge. How will anyone be able to beat Boston in the future when they add Kyrie Irving, Gordon Hayward and Jaylen Brown to the team that just beat Philly? The only other Eastern Conference team that is supposed to be on par with the combination of talent and youth Boston boasts. The first two can be debated until the start of Game 2, and the third until the 2019 postseason, if not for the next 5 to 10 years. But there's been one take said by fans and experts alike that needed to be fact-checked. The Celtics won, or benefited, from their experience advantage. The real truth: the Celtics and Sixers each carry 6 players who played in Game 1 that have also appeared in at least one playoff game prior to the 2017-18 season. The following is the experience each team has from those 12 players. Seasons in NBA: Celtics, 29, Sixers, 53 playoff appearances, Celtics, 20, Sixers, 30 playoff games played, Celtics, 174, Sixers, 235 conference finals appearances, Celtics, 5, Sixers, 5 finals appearances, Celtics, 1, Sixers, 2 championships, Celtics, 1, Sixers, won the 6 Sixers. J.J. Redick, Marco Bellinelli, Ersan Ilyasova, Jared Bayless, Justin Anderson and Amir Johnson have combined to play in more playoff series, games and NBA Finals than the 6 Celtics. Al Horford, Aaron Baines, Marcus Morris, Marcus Smart, Terry Rozier and Shane Larkin. The next question is obvious: is it fair to factor in playoff experience for players like Johnson and Anderson, who played a combined 10 minutes in Game 1? Probably. It definitely doesn't hurt to have that additional voice in the ears of Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid and crew. But to make sure we're not leaving any stone unturned, let's take out those players and focus just on the ones who impacted the game on the court, not just off it. 5 Celtics and 3 Sixers, who have played in at least one playoff game prior to the 2017-18 season, registered at least 20 minutes in Game 1. Here is the experience those 8 players have under their belts. Seasons in league: Celtics, 26, Sixers, 30 playoff appearances, Celtics, 19, Sixers, 19 playoff games played, Celtics, 172, Sixers, 159 conference finals appearances, Celtics, 5, Sixers, 3 finals appearances, Celtics, 1, Sixers, 2 championships, Celtics, 1, Sixers, 1. When focusing on just the key role players, the 3 Sixers, Redick, Bellinelli and Ilyasova, have clinched as many playoff berths as the 5 Celtics, Horford, Baines, Morris, Smart and Rozier, prior to this season. The Celtics' key role players have played in more playoff games than Philly's, but one man, Horford, is responsible for more than half, 92, of Boston's 172 games played. The next 2 on the list: Redick, 88, and Bellinelli, 48. No other player on either team has reached 30. On the flip side, Redick leads all players with 11 playoff appearances, sitting 2 ahead of Horford's 9. Both teams have one player with a championship ring, Baines and Bellinelli, who won them as teammates in San Antonio. Redick is the only other player to appear in an NBA Finals. The argument that Philly is being led by 2 players with no playoff experience in Embiid and Simmons is true, but it also becomes moot when Jason Tatum, no experience, and Terry Rozier, never started a playoff game prior to this season, play just as well. The fact is, neither team truly boasts any advantage when it comes to experience. And if the argument is that Brad Stevens has more playoff coaching experience than Brett Brown, well, that's not a debate Sixers fans want to start. Both started their NBA head coaching careers in 2013, so they have the same number of years under their belts. You could say, well, Brad has more playoff experience, but if you do, you're basically conceding one of 2 things. Stevens is a better coach because, don't forget, both teams were tanking when they hired their respective coaches. Stevens is the reason Danny Ainge felt confident making the moves he did to compete as early as Boston did. 4. The Celtics' rebuild was better than the Sixers' process because while both teams have stockpiled talent, the Celtics did so while simultaneously providing their young players with experience. And, for what it's worth, Brett Brown sat next to Greg Popovich during 11 postseason runs, 4 of which resulted in NBA championships. This piece has nothing to do with who will win the series or which team is better suited to dominate the Eastern Conference in the future, so please don't get anything twisted. Just know that the Celtics may have beaten the Sixers in Game 1 due to multiple reasons, but experience is not one.